Primary objective achieved. Welcome back, Commander.
Hello out there in the gaming universe. Welcome to East Meets West Gaming. I'm CdrMcNeil, your host. Streaming to you live from Seoul, South Korea. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of, as soon as I bring it up here, World of Warships. Hopefully it's, check the stream here, make sure it's actually transmitting. Transmit. No, it killed itself. Why? Oh, why? There it goes. Ah, now it's showing up on my screen, and it's showing up on your screen. Alright. It's for a victory. Alright, so we're going to be doing a little World of Warships. I just got into the beta. I picked up a few purchase tokens, screwed around with some of the different ships. And we're now pursuing the Japanese tech tree, because I really like some of the Japanese battleships and cruisers. I think they're really cool looking. It's kind of funny because, you know, these ships are finally kind of engaging other ships in the high seas, where the exception of some of the battles around, say, Guadalcanal and the Battle of the Philippine Sea, you didn't really have these ships actually coming into contact with each other, particularly in the Pacific theater. So all these wonderful designs the Japanese came up with never really got off the ground. It just, you know, they got sunk by carrier-based aircraft before they ever got a chance to get into it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. Let's see, what are we going to use today? You know what, I have not used Warspit yet, so I'm going to use Warspit. Warspit is actually, for those of you who don't know, a Queen Elizabeth class battleship. And Warspit is probably the most decorated British warship of all time. She was everywhere and got into quite a few scuffles with the German Navy and the Italian Navy, both in the North Sea region, the Norwegian fjords, and the Mediterranean. So the ship has a very long and storied history. I've heard some mixed reviews from actual, I've watched a few other streams, and particularly, you know, Jingles. He runs a few. He talked about this ship at great length, and I was pretty curious about it, so I wanted to give it a shot. So you know what? This is actually my first time using this ship, so you know, we'll see how this goes. This could go either way, you know. We'll give it a shot here. Same time, of course, I'm out of Nutella. Wife has introduced me to the joys of Nutella. Okay, 2 battleships, 3 cruisers. 3 battleships, 3 cruisers. So kind of an interesting spread of ships. Okay, what do we got? 2 Warspits. Congo, New Orleans, Cleveland, 3 Kuma class cruisers.
Battle starts.
Of course, these turrets take forever. I did hear about this. This bit was supposedly one of the biggest complaints that's been leveled against the Warspit, is just how long it takes for guns to come to bear. Well, we will see. Pretty good anti-aircraft capabilities from what I understand. Just try to stick with the rest of the team here. Scout plane.
Scout launched.
Autopilot mode enabled.
So now they've essentially gone to, I mean, it's closed beta, but you can get into it with a pre-order if you want. They've got several different packages. The highest end is like 70 bucks. But that said, I am definitely enjoying it. So I'm not the best ship captain, but man. Wow, these guns really do take a long time to come to bear. Oh my god. Alright, let's see if I can't bracket this guy in some way. It's probably the only round, so I'm gonna... Ah, they were long. Close, but long. Alright, what else we got? Okay, I've got another cruiser, a battleship, okay. We're not getting too much. Let's see if we can't do some damage to this cruiser. That long. Got him. That's gonna take a long time to reload. Got a half rudder. Who knows?
Scout destroyed.
Lost quite a few ships. Come on. Okay, knocked a turret out. So make sure I'm not about to run into an island of sorts. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Bracket this son of a bitch. Come on. Hey. Not as good as I wanted it, but could have been worse. Oh. Oh, hello. Another Warspit. Come on, baby. Wow, these guns take forever to reload. To be honest, I'm coming from an Atlanta cruiser, so I'm kind of used to those 5-inch 38s, really fast reloads, so it's more my fault than anything. Up to speed. Fire. I'm on fire! There we go.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Just as that's finished, here comes another guy. Shoot. bear. Problem is my guns aren't good. This is not good.
Problem solved, sir.
Just need those damn guns from the bear. I'm in trouble. I gotta get the hell out of here. Okay. Looks like is that a Congo? Yeah. Oh, we got it! Alright! Alright, Warspit lives, but oh my god, those guns take forever. Holy shit. Oh god. For those of you who watch the stream, you'll also know we have a viewer, Kiana. She actually runs her own stream. She's one of the heads of Epiphany Gaming. Highly recommend you go check out her stream. She streams all sorts of good stuff. Also does this really, my wife loves it. She thinks it's like the cutest thing. She also does some gaming with her young son, and that's some pretty good stuff to watch. So go check out Kiana, head of Epiphany Gaming. Please do that. Alright, let's switch on over to my Yogi. I gotta actually work up my texture because I'm trying to get the what is it? The Congo. Yeah, I want to get the next Congo. So let's see. I need 8,000 research. I got the cash though. That should be good. Yeah, costs research. And what's the cost in? Let's see. Ship experience. Cost is 620k. So I need to earn a lot more money. So let me actually break out the Atlanta, because that'll get me my general XP. This thing is definitely nowhere near as powerful as the Warspit, but the Atlanta class is actually pretty good. Ah, kids first. The wife and I are trying. We're trying. We'll see. We'll see. I try. I'm trying. Yeah, I did a lot of, granted, I went to a few different sites, searched around a little bit, kind of got some of my own material, and went to go build my own stream out of it. But it's a lot better than where I used to be. Oh my god, where I used to be was like, I was, PowerPoint Ninja, you know, I was using, stylized PowerPoint backgrounds that had been turned into PNGs to make it work, you know. All the PowerPoint Ninja skills learned at 74. Alright. What do we got here? An Amagi. Ooh, that's a pretty heavy battleship. There's only one. So this This is definitely a cruiser and destroyer fight. Okay. Let's get into it. This thing's a lot zippier than the... Oh, there it is, the Amagi. It's a nice looking ship. PowerPoint? What is that? Well, it's this thing we were trained to use, you know. This thing that took up way too much of our time. Still does in my case. Actually, it's so funny they got upset that I ended up going out to the DMZ one time because they're like, shit, where is he? We need PowerPoint slides being made and none of us know how to use it. that went sideways really fast. Alright, let's... Yeah, I do need to kind of mess with the setup if I'm going to use... I guess I put it this way, I need to work on the setup if I'm going to be swapping around different games. Like the layout works really well for Star Citizen, but it doesn't really work well for games like Heroes, particularly Heroes, because it blocks that top bar. And World of Warships, it kind of blocks part of the map. You know, you can't really see. You can see the gameplay, but you can't really see as much as some of the more dedicated streamers. But then again, I just screw around and do a lot of different stuff. Oh, really? Bracket you to your butt.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Suck it!
Problem solved, sir.
There we go. Yes. You know, that's actually pretty good. No, that Atlanta's about to get it. Oh no. That's gonna miss. It's that looks like a Mogami. Alright. You know, that's actually a pretty good idea. You know, the GMT stuff, like, you know, when I just took the exam, GMT actually was a lot bigger on it than I thought it would be. Though they've swapped out some of the parts of the exam now to where it's definitely a little more rate heavy than it used to be. But the GMT stuff, it's like the easiest thing people can learn. And I know nobody does it. Then they complain about not making rate. hold off using the torps. Because I don't want to accidentally shoot my own guys. I'm really liking this ship. Just because I can put so much volume of fire out. I think it's like... Oh, don't hit my own guy. Alright, we got the enemy battleship. You know, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. You know, as bad. I mean, granted, yeah, there is that kind of that sentiment that, at least for the IS rate, third is the new, you know, seaman. But on another note, it's not that. Well, you got the time and rate requirement, yeah, but I mean, if you really just go in and kick ass, you can make second pretty quick. So I don't want to say it's like impossible. Am I going to overshoot? Oh my god, I'm going to overshoot. We're going to lose, actually. Which is kind of messed up because we actually sank a whole lot more. Shoot. So, I mean, taking that into account then, I mean, that means you probably could jump, you'll jump to second quickly, and then, you know, you're going to be that second who's above the others running around in that shop. You know, it's not just from the IS side of the house. I mean, you already got that down. It's you're also going to know the shipboard side of it, so you're going to know 3M, you're going to know most of the PMS stuff, you're going to know, you're already going to kind of, you're going to be like 5 steps ahead of everybody else, because you were that, you know, 5+ year piece. So I don't know, it's something to think about, you know. I don't know. It's really up to, it's you know, really up to the individual. It always has been. And, you know, I know where you're coming from though. Like if I was coming in and they were telling me, you know, especially after I had made first and all that stuff, you know, oh well, you gotta make second and all that good stuff. Yeah, dual warfare qual. But then it'd be just, I mean, granted, well, I don't know, would they let you keep your warfare quals? I think you'd probably have to requal. I mean, but if you went to a short billet off the bat, I don't think those would carry over. Yeah. But, you know, even if you had to do the full requal outside of the books, which, yeah, is a pain. That'd be a pain. But that'd be just more time annoying. I mean, you already kind of know what you're talking about, especially if you're going to a carrier for your first billet. You already kind of know what's going on. Yeah. The ops guys sit there and say, "Oh, what's the difference between Spiz 48 and Spiz 49?" I mean, you already know. reason we can't be nice to people online. I don't know where that unwritten rule that came out that everyone has to be an asshole online. I never understood that. You should be an asshole to other assholes. For those of you just joining, thanks and welcome to the stream. Broadcasting live from Seoul, South Korea. And appreciate you coming along for the ride. I'm going max speed, but these destroyers are really outrunning me here. What else we got here? Oh, Murmansk. It's an old those are old Omaha class. Hello. Okay, we got that destroyer. Oh, torpedoes. Hello. Hello, Mr. Cruiser. Shoot. Yeah. Gotcha.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Yeah, that's generally how it tends to be. Lag. Oh my gosh. Really need to learn how to aim. Oh shoot. This is gonna hurt.
Critical engine damage. Problem solved, sir.
Carrier's still out there. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's... Like I said, it's up to you. But I'm sure you're gonna do fine, you know. Where is that carrier? It's around here somewhere. You know, I'm still trying to find a balance. You know, the biggest problem is I'm in Seoul. So, you know, that puts me in a time zone that isn't really conducive to US time zone. But, you know, it also kind of allows me to hit the late night crowd when it's about midday here. But I just have to get up early on Saturdays or something like that. So I try to do it Saturdays at least, so I can at least do once a week. But, you know, I'd like to do more often, but work doesn't always allow for that. And I know when I go back to a ship, there's gonna be months where I just disappear. Yeah. Well, actually, it works for me because, you know, I know, like, my thing goes. Come on, baby. There we go. Hello, Mr. Carrier. That makes sense. That you would. I gotta, you know what? Actually, I'm thinking of doing is keep posting to the Facebook group, the Pixelated Community piece. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. So, like, around what time, like, local do you calling yourself? Like, you're on the West Coast, right? Or where'd you end up? You guys on the West Coast or East Coast? Oh, you're in Texas. Okay. So you're like Central Time. So you're doing it like, what, like 9 to midnight Central Time? Oh, that would suck. CST. You know, I should probably start doing something like that because I've been trying to do like I run events for my Star Trek Online community, UFP, the United Federation of Planets, UF Planets, and those guys. I found like I run my events around like 9 a.m. my time, which tends to correspond with like 8 p.m. Eastern. So I end up catching like a lot of the European late nighters for my events. But recently, no one's really been showing up. But that's mostly because there's been some new single player content for Star Trek, and I've kind of stopped doing Star Trek events. I'm doing more Star Citizen, and since there hasn't really been major updates to Star Citizen lately, no one's really playing it. Stowe's actually still has gotten pretty good. They were doing this thing called Delta Recruit for a while before the new expansion came out, which gave some bonuses to brand new players. They've totally revamped the way things start, though. Like the single player the starter quests and all that have been completely redone. They've changed everything. Where are all these guys? Oh shit! Battleship. Why is he shooting at the water? It's not gonna do you any good, bub. The water doesn't shoot back. Well, I guess that means you instantly win. He's out of range. Yeah, they've changed them. They changed the starter quests. Everything's probably out of range, but it would definitely dissuade people from going through that little notch. Let's reload. There's the carrier. Might be able to sneak in there and get that carrier before any of the heavier ships show up. We've lost 2 destroyers. Hello.
Enemy aircraft carrier destroyed.
Ow.
Enter.
rockets. Alright. I don't think I've connected my Twitter yet. I've got my, I do broadcast when I go, and I do have Steam, definitely. I've got so many damn games that, yeah, I definitely have Steam. Oh, that cruiser's... Oh, wow, he got lucky. Does it? Okay, I'll definitely look into that. Okay. I've got... Yeah, I don't have that many followers. Come on. Get him. Get him. Yes.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Unable to maneuver. Problem solved, sir.
There we go. Okay. Maybe a way to start. Also known as networking. Which, if you've ever been on a carrier, you know the rest. It's all about the drug deals. For those of you who have not actually been in the who are not in the naval service, no, we're not actually talking real drugs. Battleship's over there. Gotta kill the battleship before you get the base capture. Torps are ready. Yes, that I did know. I did know I could do that. And actually, there was a time, and my YouTube channel actually has a few of them, so, you know, I might start doing that. Of course, if you are playing some of your own music during your stream, of course, the copyright claims come in and they silence the audio, which tends to screw with the whole thing. So, yeah, I have to make sure that I'm not doing any sort of audio. Or at least not playing any music. But yeah, you know, for something like this where I'm not doing that much audio, or if I'm playing Star Citizen, where the audio isn't. Well, they don't hit you with copyright claims on that one. What was his name? I'm just trying to remember if what's his nuts still does his stream. Our friggin' StarCraft or StarCraft obsessee Riley. I think he still does his. I think it's still around. I don't, I haven't checked if his stream is. I haven't gotten any alerts for him in a long time. Let's see if we can't convert some XP here. $5,706. Okay. Yeah, he did. I don't know if he still does. I know he was doing his StarCraft stream for a long time, but the problem is, and I view the same thing because I'm not a professional StarCraft player, but the StarCraft League of Legends scene is just so crowded. It's kind of hard to get into, and like even less possible to kind of be successful in unless you're like one of the bigger names. Check something here. Give me a half second here. I'm gonna bring up, see if his stream, because I've got him actually on his, I've got his profile. I'm still following him. Let's see here. There's Pillow. Oh yeah, he hasn't done one in a while. Yeah, his last highlight was in 2013, so yeah, I haven't seen. Yeah, he hasn't done one in a long time. So I guess he's kind of given up on the stream thing. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. You gotta find games that are not that popular, I guess is the best way to put it. I'm gonna keep using this Atlanta. I really like this Atlanta. But I have no delusions of being popular on a stream. This is just more for the hell of it, than anything else. When the when the wife lets me. Because that's, I'm not joking here. That's actually number one. I'm not a total biscuit or something like that who can spend just days doing this. Just doing it for the fun. Okay, here we go. 3 battleships, 1 cruiser, 1 aircraft carrier. Need a few more people. 1 destroyer. 2 destroyers. So, kind of an interesting mix. But like you were saying, Yeah, I would not stream those games. You know, even if I was any good at them, it's just those are so dang crowded. Too many people are playing them. Not to say they're bad games. Don't get me wrong. They're awesome games. It's just there's too many of them.
General quarters.
You know, and here in Korea, holy crap! Like, it is a national sport. They run like tournaments and such every single day here. It's ridiculous. Like, all throughout the week, they're doing something. But I think I figure if I start broadcasting, or rather, you know, putting notifications up on the Facebook, the Pixelated community, you know, on my own Facebook page, and then you're right, yes, trying to go through the Twitterverse, you know, builds just enough of a following to kind of justify doing it. You know what I mean? Like, not to make gobs of money or anything like that, because I have no delusions of making any cash out of it. You know, I've got a 9 to 5, but just, you know, it's something to do. Kind of some fun doing it. You know, actually, it would be a really good one is if I tried to get my wife to play some stuff, like get her to learn how to play like Here's the Storm or something. Even though the game itself is like, and she would never do like ridiculously good, but I know she'd have some fun doing it.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly. Problem solved, sir.
Could have been worse. Yeah.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Bullseye.
Should have done that. Run. I cannot go up against battleships and win. get out of Dodge. That battleship really wants my ass. It's funny, you know, mentioning, you know, while you're away from the U.S. and such, is, how do I put it? I end up now, like, I've got a lot more contacts now, like, in the EU than I do back in the States, just because of the way the time zones seem to play out. Ow! That was bound to happen sooner or later. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Right in midships. So anyways, while this plays out. Alright. So too bad. Charge. I'll tell you what, you remember how hot it was in Japan? Like, oh my god. Korea's kind of just as bad, actually. It's hot and humid. I'd imagine though being in Texas. Well, Texas is to be a dry kind of hot. You know, it's not as humid. But here, yeah, it's pretty bad. Kind of crazy how fast time goes when you're doing this stuff. It's already 1 p.m. here. Get over to that squadron. Now you show that island. It's all about the cats. Named him Odin. Actually, speaking of which, been going through the entire Marvel filmology, if you will. So, like, because Age of Ultron is out here in Korea, just haven't had the time to get over to get it, get to watch it. But Misa hasn't seen any of them. So what we've been doing is I've got the entire film collection. So we've been going through all the Marvel films to kind of establish the backstory, because they're all connected, whatnot. And she's starting to see it now. Like, she saw how they all came together in Avengers, and then she saw how, like, Avengers affected Tony Stark and Iron Man 3, and then how, like, the events of New York also, like, with Loki affected Thor in the Dark World, and how it's all connected. And then what's interesting is she had seen Guardians of the Galaxy in the theaters when it first came out, so she saw that one. And but she hadn't seen any other Marvel films. So when she saw the end of Thor in the Dark World, and she saw them hand over the Ether Infinity Stone to Tenelier Devon, the Collector, she's like, "Oh, it's the guy," you know. So it's like, "Oh, now it all's connected." It's, you know, the Tesseract is an Infinity Stone, the Ether is an Infinity Stone, and then I forget the name of the other Infinity Stone that was brought up in Guardians. Pretty certain some comic book nerd out there will tell me. So anyways, bottom line, setting it all up so it all makes sense.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Come on, baby. Yeah, I don't remember the name of that either. I'd have to go watch the movie again.
Enemy aircraft carrier sunk.
He said my battleship. I shouldn't be sailing through now straight like this, right into the jaws of death, but meh. You know, I've heard a lot of good things about the new movie, actually, just going back to the original topic. Everyone who's gone and seen it said it's good. You know, you gotta wonder how long Marvel can keep this up. You know, now, I don't know if people are just saying that just for the sake of saying it, but as I understand, generally speaking, you know, Disney with Marvel can seem to do no wrong for some reason. I mean, there have been kind of movies that are better than others, but none of them that really came across as absolute, oh my god, flops. A lot of that might have to do with the strength of the cast, actually. I mean, they've got some pretty good actors attached to the whole project. Yeah, that's true. Like, they'll have to kill off Iron Man or something. Because, you know, the joke, I guess the joke could always be, you know, I am Iron Man. But, you know, it's kind of true. He's made the man. Everybody they've got attached to the project is just good. You know, Mark Ruffalo made a great Hulk. Like, he finally made sense, if you will. Because some of the other actors they had doing Hulk were kind of. Bannon wasn't too bad, but I don't know. It just Ruffalo finally made, probably massacring his name, but it made a lot of sense. Gotta get to 30 knots.
destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Okay, there's another destroyer out here. One through capture. Whew. 3 ships, wow. That worked out well. Hey, midget. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. No, it's offered wargaming.net, I think. Check myself. You just type in World of Warships on Google, and you'll see it. But right now, it's in pretty much a closed beta, so you have to have essentially pre-ordered it. The dead cat was typing. That's true. Alright, see if I need to screen the battleships here. But yeah, it's on Wargaming. It's you have to pre-order to get it on the closed beta. Now, funny thing is, I tried World of Tanks, and I was not the biggest fan. There are a lot of really good World of Tank players out there, and it's really fun to watch those streams. It's not a game I'm any good at, so I didn't really get that much into it. But World of Warships is just a very different breed. It's a little slower, more methodical, and they've got a pretty good balance going right now. Yeah, cruisers and destroyers are definitely not as heavily armored or, pack as big a punch as, say, battleships, but they can definitely, turn on a dime. They got torpedo armament, so there's a lot of stuff that balances the whole thing out. This is an Atlanta. It's a heavy. I think it's a heavy cruiser. Yeah, should be a heavy cruiser. It's a tier 7. So. A little bit about the Atlantas, actually, real world. The Atlantas were built primarily as air defense cruisers because they were using these guns, which are 5-inch 38 dual-purpose guns, which could be used against surface targets as well as air targets. So they had a very, very robust anti-air suite and were meant to steam in close formation with carriers or battleships. Ah, okay, cool. You active duty, or you were you out now, or reserves? Oh, same. What's your rate, man? Okay, Crippy. You're an R-brancher. I'm an IS. So. You on shore billet right now, or attached to sea duty? Oh, you're a sub guy. Oh, cool. Actually, my first command was CTF 74. So I was, and then I actually was TAD to sub pack for a while. So, anyways, yeah, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you. And I apologize, but thanks for the follow, Nexia. Didn't mean to delayed reaction there. Sorry about that, but thank you. Very much appreciate it. Oh, you're on Toledo, okay. Fast attack. So you make board?
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
What the hell is he doing shooting at his buddy? And thanks for the follow, my man. Appreciate it. Ah. That's tough. But well, actually, no. You're as an R brancher, you're not doing the CONUS OCONUS rotation, are you? At least if you're SS, right? Or is that? I'm trying to remember how that works for you guys. Okay, so it's a Shishore rotation for you. So where they got you now? Got you in Texas? Everybody's in Texas for some reason. I don't know how that happened. I'm trying to see if I can't swing Hawaii after this. Try to get a small boy. Yeah. Sure, it can be good from time to time as a good break, but yeah, I kind of want to get back underway. I miss it. Which is funny because you don't say that when you're underway. At least I don't know a lot of guys on the surface side of the equation who do.
Main turret critically damaged. Main turret blown up.
jammed. Yeah, being underway is pretty damn good. It can. There are moments when there's just the suck, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's good stuff. I love how I'm stuck in a full turn. Now, granted, I was on a big deck, and that's got its own layer of issues with it. Yeah, I know that from being the yeah, when I was at 74, that's exactly what I heard. And there are times when I'm inclined to agree with you. Well, hope you make board next year, man. Really do. How long you been in, man? $15 years, wow. So you've seen quite a bit. Been on one or more deployments. Yeah, I'm still relatively new. Haven't been in that long. But decided to stay forward deployed for the time I have been in. Let me see. I'm trying to unlock the next battleship so see where I am on my XP. Okay, 2000. You know, I knew a guy who made it really damn fast. But that guy also was a ground IS, so he was out. He was, you know, knives between the teeth kind of stuff. So he made it really fast. Though, crap, we had a guy on board on my carrier, the Commodore. He was head of Desron 15, and he had gone. His career was actually was quite something. He had stayed in, made Master Chief, and then converted to the officer corps and made it all the way to 06. So it's pretty crazy. Well, yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, I was a 74 brother. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I was doing some of that stuff, and that's he really rolled along pretty fast. How much more do I need? 3,000. So I'm actually making pretty good progress. So you do any streams yourself, Angry, or wait a minute. Oh, you were the first to go subs. Okay. Okay, Angry. I know who you are. I was like, I had to take a look. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Aha! It all makes sense now.
Action stations.
It's not bad to get into. I did it for a while when we were stationed in Japan, and but I didn't do it as much as, because generally speaking, the Twitch servers in Asia at the time, the only one they had was Singapore. So trying to stream from Japan, connecting to the Twitch server in Singapore, God, the lag was ridiculous. So like I couldn't even run it, like I couldn't get in a 60 FPS or even a 30 FPS, you know, stream going. It was dropping frames left and right. It was bad. But now, you know, especially because esports has gotten really big in Korea, and well, has always been big in Korea, but the kind of pushing the whole broadcast, all that stuff in the StarCraft and the StarCraft and League of Legends are really big here in Korea. So they've put a Twitch server in Tokyo and they put another server in Seoul. So now I've actually got some halfway decent connections, so I can actually get back into streaming. It's pretty good to get into. I like it. You know, I mean, granted, and once again, thanks to you and your wife, you know, and others. Don't have a huge following, but appreciating those who I do have following. So thank you again. Have you tried out? You actually picked up World of Warships yet? Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be like World of Tanks, where you can pick it up, be free to play once it's out of beta. Right now, they're making it, you know, pay for, you get like a premium ship, and then you're able to jump on in. What's actually, it's good and bad. You know, if you've been playing a lot, like I've been playing, you're going to end up, like, everything's gonna reset when it goes live. Just like, Here's the Storm. Just understand it's all gonna go back to zero. But any of the in-game currency you spent, everything is also gonna get refunded to you, which is kind of nice. But there's really nothing like it right now on the market. There's no naval combat games that really are out there. This guy's probably looking through his damn binoculars, not even looking where he's going.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Ka-chink! And then you do something like that. Or like when you're a destroyer, you get in point blank range and torp the battleship, and it's like, yeah, okay, I'll take that. Short.
Main turret, blown up.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
That mates. Battle for Pacific. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But I've been looking. Granted, they've only had. They came out with one, which is okay, but for modern naval warfare, they've got Arctic. It's the Naval War Arctic Circle, which actually is pretty good. But I've been really looking for something like Jane's Fleet Command for a long time, and it's close, but not fully there. It's a pretty good game, but it definitely. And it at least brings you into the modern day, but it's pretty good. You know, that sounds a lot like, was it Battle Stations? It's Battle Station Midway?
Reporting the position of a priority target.
Yeah, the stuff they have on Steam, they've got Jane's Fleet Command, which actually is pretty good, but it's very hit or miss sometimes on if it works, which is kind of weird. Like, sometimes it decides to play nice on your Windows machine, other times it says, to hell with you.
Main turret, blown up.
Ah. Well, there's Navy Field. Navy Field is like a top-down.
Fire on the target.
Well, Navy Field is like a top-down kind of shooter or something. I never actually got into it. I know a few people who did, but I never actually played it. Yeah. Get the time to GTFO, bro. Yeah, Navy Field. I know a few guys who played that. I never got into it. But thing is, it's not. I don't want to say they're rare, but it's. You can find a pretty decent amount of World War II related naval combat. Because I mean, the war in the Pacific. I mean, you know this, Angry. It was a Navy campaign. I mean, that's essentially. I mean, yeah, there was the island hopping, and you need to seize those. That was definitely the Marine side of the house. But when people think of the Pacific Theater, it's Marines and Navy. And so there's plenty of combat scenarios involving those guys that are, and you got battle stations, you know, battle stations Midway, battle stations Pacific, Navy Field 1, Navy Field 2, this game. So, and then there's quite a few like turn-based strategy that involve war in the Pacific. What's really rare and hard to find is modern. Because there's like only Jane's Fleet Command and then old school Harpoon. And then you've got Naval War, Arctic Circle, but it's just not a huge field, and I really wish I could see more of it. I wish there were more games that did it. That's just me thinking out loud here. That hurt. Here comes, is it just Sims or Fletcher? It's a Sims. I'm trying to think of what that game was. Yeah, I can't think of it. But I mean, if you want modern naval strategy, Naval War Arctic Circle is not bad. I think the next stream I should probably do is Misa doing Heroes of the Storm. It's actually really funny when she tried to play it the first time, but she's just picking it up. Problem is actually, okay, I know I think I remember telling you this when we were still in Japan, but she gets motion sickness. Like she gets really bad motion sickness if she's playing FPS, so she can't even watch me play. Like even if I'm over in the living room on the Xbox or the the PlayStation, like if I'm doing anything like Halo or Killzone or anything like that, she can't stand it. She'll get like violently ill. Yeah, I like Tychus. It's about damn time. You know, I love that guy. Yeah, she can't, like, we were trying to do, like I was showing her some bits of Star Citizen, and because I really wanted to share that game because it's looking awesome, and I can't wait till it actually gets really big, and when it finally goes full circle, because I think it'll be pretty awesome as far as space games go. But I was just trying to show her, like, hey, look at this, it's it's really beautiful, and like I just changed my field of view, and she just like couldn't look at it. She started feeling like really ill. You know, weird thing, the game I get kind of motion sick or a little loopy on is Borderlands. I don't know if it's something to do with the art style or something, but Borderlands sometimes gets me a little, which is weird because I play like all these other games and I don't feel bad at all. For crying out loud. Really? smoke screens are really...
Main turret critically damaged.
Yeah, I'm zigging and zagging. Of course, these are 5-inch dual-purpose guns. These were never meant to... They were never that heavily armored. I'll get him.
Don't fire at your ally. Enemy cruiser sunk.
Sorry. Did not mean to shoot at my friends there. Ow! Flank speed, get the hell out of here. That's why they call them tin cans. Yep, it's true. And to be fair, the Atlantas were essentially nothing more than overgrown destroyers. They were fast enough to keep up with the destroyer squadrons and the carriers, but never. You're right. They were never built to go toe to toe with other like ships of the line or something like that. That said, I really like the fact that these 38s can give me the. I can bring the guns to bear very quickly, and I can put a large volume of fire on a target. So, as an anti-destroyer ship, or even going after other cruisers, this is a great ship. The torpedo armament really does help with the battleship problem. Okay, so we knocked out 2 of their cruisers. We've lost 1 cruiser. These are still pretty even. Yeah, steaming real fast, switch to the torps, lob them, and then go.
Main turret critically damaged.
Little shit. There he is. Torps are going to do their job real well. Oh, he's screwed. You need a harpoon. Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? It's like, let's just bring in anti-ship cruise missiles while we're at it. Why not?
Critically damaged.
destroyer blown up.
Oh no. Don't hit my own guy. Yeah, it's... Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty fun.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
It's like... they're gonna pass the sternum. Thanks for the follow. Got him.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Very much appreciated. Whew. Alright. Kind of on a hot streak, so we'll just keep going. But yeah, no, it's definitely a game that you'd probably like, Angry. If you like naval combat, if you like the battle stations games, if you liked all that sort of you'll feel right at home. You really were. If you like naval history, all that good stuff, it's good stuff. Of course, and actually, I think I like the way they've got it balanced right now, is where the teams are just made up of random ships. They're not pitting nations against nations, so it's kind of, you can get one of those what if kind of scenarios. You know, what if these two ships went up against each other? Kind of. Granted, it's not accurate, but it's still fun. It also, you don't feel pigeonholed into one country per se. The tech tree works that way, but you can kind of pick and choose what ships you want and how you want to play it out, and it works out really well. Yeah, it's like, fuck, what do I do? Well, dang, man, from the CTR side of the house, there's actually some good, you can get some pretty decent employment. is bad. Oh no, am I gonna pull a... Okay, dude. Running around is bad. Captains get fired for cause for that. That missing sapper training, but yeah. We've got Colorado and Warspit, New Orleans, 2 Atlantas, 3 Sims. Okay. It's Colorado class. You know, I'm probably gonna do the same thing, man. I'm looking at, you know, I think about my options, and yeah, it's probably exactly what I'm gonna do. Not only that, it's because I like what I'm doing. You know, it's like I kind of don't want to give it up just because I like what I'm. It's fun.